such a chore. By the time I write the check, I already owe more. And there's always people taking up my time. I already lost my patience, now I'm gonna lose my mind. You can't have all of me, my boss, my job, my family. You can't have all of me, I need a little for myself. You can't have all of me.
What's up, guys?
Yo.
Welcome to the Grr Racing Podcast. I'm Michelle Abadi.
I'm Anthony Filio.
And as you guys know, we are Grr Racing, and we're super excited because today's our launch. So thank you, guys. I'm actually able to see both YouTube and Facebook chats,
Yep.
so I can see you guys all in here.
Cool.
Hey, Chris, Delaney. What's up, Brett? Justin. Anyways, all right, guys, so we're going to get started. Today, we are going to be talking about several different things. To jump into it, are going to be doing some intros just to give
Yeah.
you guys kind of an all-around scope on who we are, what we do, and
What the podcast is going to be about, the whole thing here.
yeah. So I'll let you take it away. You can introduce yourself
first.
first, and then we'll continue.
All right, guys. I'm Anthony Filio. As most of you probably know, I'm Michelle's husband. We've been together for 15
forgot.
years, something like that. Married
Since 06, that's what I say.
Since 06. Been married for quite a while now. We met back in high school sweethearts. Yeah, all that good stuff.
I picked him up for our first date.
Yeah, I
in
didn't
the
have
protege.
a car. I didn't have a car our first date. But yeah, no, that's who I am. I'm the crew chief and mechanic for Grr Racing. Pretty cool to be able to say I'm a pro Trans Am crew chief. I never thought I'd be able to say that, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's it. That's all you got.
That's it, about it.
So yeah, no, Anthony's a huge core part of Grr Racing team. He does a lot more than he says he does, and he contributes a lot to the back side of stuff too when it comes to sponsorship and proposals and things like that. But anyways, as you guys know, probably know, I'm Michelle Abadi, and I'm a race car driver. I race in the Professional Trans Am series.
Professional race car driver.
And yeah, I'm still getting used to saying I'm a professional. I try to say it more often because I finally made it to pro racing. Came from autocross, worked my way up from autocross into time attack, started doing time attack into track days, a little bit of legends cars, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, I mean, I've driven a lot of things. I've driven NASCAR super late. I've driven. Why are you laughing?
Oh, Brett, that man never rests.
Yeah, no, Anthony does
a little bit,
a
sometimes.
lot. Yeah, I've done a little bit of rally racing. I've done off-road racing, a lot of grip driving. As you guys know, I come from a road course background, so that's pretty much my specialty. That's what I love to do. And most of the people that I watch right now know everything that I've done. I see a lot of familiar names. Hey, Kevin. I can see you guys popping down here.
Thomas.
Oh, what's up, Thomas? He's
Late over there,
yeah,
dog.
he's at the track. He's racing this weekend at
Lucky.
Road Atlanta. You see Brian out there. But yeah, so anyways, we're going to go ahead and get into the show here. We've got some really cool motorsport. Or no, what do you want to get into?
Well, we'll just go over the basic layout of how these podcasts will normally go. We'll usually start out with kind of a Grr Racing team news update, where we're at with our different cars, our different project cars, some race team news, schedules, where we're at with the car, anything new stuff we're doing. Then we're going to go into sponsorship highlights. We're going to highlight some of our sponsors every week, go over some of their product, because we only work with the best of the best. So,
And we wouldn't be here without our partners
Right.
and our sponsors.
Right.
So it's a pretty cool chance for me to share with you guys, or us to share with you guys, products of theirs and stuff like that.
yeah. And then Michelle's going to go into the sponsorship tips. As you guys know, yeah, our program is 100% ran off sponsorship, and Michelle gets it done really well.
Oh, it's
so
Cameron. Hi, Cameron. Cameron's a racer, friend of ours. We've been racing with
Trans
Cameron
Am.
for a long time,
Yep.
and now we are in Trans Am together, so we have the ups and downs together. Hey, Matt, what's going on, man?
But yeah, so you guys stay tuned the whole show here. The sponsorship tips will be they're good, man. They're valuable, really important stuff to learn. She's really good at it. There you go, Justin's in for the sponsorship tips, and yeah, should be good. So let's go ahead and get this thing started.
Yeah, okay, so let's give you guys an update kind of on the whole Grr Racing team. So first off, I want to and be very excited to announce that we are racing next weekend. I think we've had 3 or 4 of our Trans Am races canceled. I can't keep track. And
Yeah.
I say they're canceled, but he always says they've been postponed.
Postpone.
So they're technically not canceled. We still have a full race season except now it's like 6 months long instead of 12.
Yeah,
So that's
brutal.
really great.
Really, like,
Yeah.
condensed.
So we're going to be racing next weekend at Thunder Hill. It'll be the first round of the Trans Am West Coast Series. Really excited to get back at Thunder Hill. Last year we had terrible
problems.
luck. Had a blowout at about 120 miles an hour. I should have grabbed the clip from that, but that's okay.
Oh, yeah. Not my fault.
No.
Well, kind of my fault, but not really.
But anyways, hoping for a better finish this year. We didn't get to finish on the lead lap last year
Yeah.
because we had to come in and Anthony changed the tire all by himself in the pits.
No,
And-
Cameron and his dad helped me.
Oh, well, I was in the car, so I don't.
Yep.
But anyways,
Thank God they were standing there. I would have been screwed.
so really excited to share with you guys that we'll be racing next weekend. So that's what's going on with the TA2 car.
Yep.
We've actually got some new brakes on the car, new hubs on the car. What else have we got changed up?
Sweet went through and refreshed the steering rack. Tiger rear ends refreshed our rear end. The transmission got refreshed. The car's ready to rock, man. We've been doing some good testing.
Yeah, we've done some testing. I'm really happy with the car. So TA2
Yep.
car is ready to go, ready to rock. So we'll catch you guys next week for that, next weekend. And then moving on, as you guys know, we have Project Grr,
Camaro.
which we were doing new episodes every Wednesday. Monday. See, I don't even know anymore.
Every Monday.
It's been a while. We've been super busy. So
Yeah.
we actually moved. We sold our house. We bought a house. Had a lot going on in life. We actually had a little bit of trouble with the car. So unfortunately, we had a few setbacks, but nothing major. The car, as you guys, if you noticed on, what was that, Facebook?
Yeah.
We have the
live,
car on the
just ready to
dyno.
go.
So that's cool. So Project Grr updates will be back every Monday or Wednesday.
No, we're going to go to Wednesdays on Grr. Monday's a little tough. Our weekends are going to be so busy with racing and getting everything prepped and ready that I'm not going to have time to do the videos for Mondays.
We procrastinate.
So we're going to
lot.
move Grr to Wednesdays. The car is running. Yeah, like she said, it's on the dyno. It's making sick numbers.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you yet because there's still
It's
some
rad.
fine tuning, but
It's super rad.
I'm happy.
Yeah. I mean, we had a couple issues
Yeah.
that we had to sort out. I mean, that happens when you're doing something big like that.
And we
but-
haven't edited any videos since
Yeah.
the engine dyno. So
So-
it's not like we're like not showing you. It's just we have not had the time to do it.
We'll fill you guys all in, everything, what's going on with that, though.
So yeah, that's Project Grr update. So stay tuned for those coming back to YouTube. And then we also have the Grr Z.
Yep, the
So
350Z.
we picked that up a few months ago. It was smashed in the front. And since then, with huge thanks to Seabond Carbon and Mishimoto, we were able to, to bring the car back to life.
Yeah.
It's still a clean title car. Crazy how these things happen, right?
Yeah, I think we got a photo of it. There she is, all up and running.
Yep. So we've got had a donor front end given to us.
Yep.
And those are the wheels that it came with. There is a donut on the other side, so we're not going to show you guys that side. But we got the Seabond Carbon fenders
Yeah.
and the hood, and we also have a couple more Seabond Carbon parts that we're going to be putting
Yeah,
on.
we got the whole rear hatch.
Oh,
we
you're going to
just
tell him? Okay.
need- Yeah, we got the rear hatch. We got the rear hatch. We just need to get the glass for it.
Thanks,
Um,
Mitch. I see your comments there. Hey, Ryan.
I saw
and
Marty
Chris.
Staggs in here earlier. We might need a turbo for this.
Yeah,
thing.
maybe we throw a
Yeah.
turbo on it, man.
A little
We'll
turbo
see.
smart action.
But the plan for Grr Z, well, actually, when we first bought it, was to drift it
Mm-hmm.
and make it a drift car. But now, I don't know. Now I'm kind of feeling like maybe it'd be a grip car.
Maybe
Um,
both. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I think a track day car for sure.
Yeah.
And then some drifting with that. So that's the Grr Z. There's nothing done to the motor beyond the Mishimoto thermostat, radiator, hoses, fan shroud. I think that's about it.
Pretty much anything
Intake.
Mishimoto has, it's on that car.
Yeah, and they have an intake now. I had never had a Mishimoto intake. I was super impressed with it. It's
Yeah,
really
it sounds
nice.
awesome. It actually really woke the car up. Sounds
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. The car's pretty cool for what it is. And I'm not going to lie. I really paid $1,200 for it. So for
I mean, hey, look at that car. That's a $1,200 car.
yeah, that's not a bad
Come on,
deal.
guys.
Yeah, Paul, I think that would make a really good GTA car, but I don't think I'm allowed to run in street class or in, I don't know, I guess street class because it's got the carbon. You'll have to fill me in on
Oh.
that. Let me know. So anyways, yeah, we've got the Grr Z,
Yep.
and then for Grr Racing updates, I think that's it for this week, right?
I think so. We're going to be getting some wheels for the car. Most likely Weds, because, I mean, we've been Weds forever.
Forever.
Wait till you see some Guerrero updates for Wiz.
Yes, that's going to be really cool.
And
but if you guys have any suspension recommendations, it's still on stock suspension, so happy to take in some of you guys' opinions if you know the chassis or not. I know Thomas Erb has a Z. I'm curious what he has on his car.
I mean, he's got the, the Uber Stang?
Oh, man, yeah, the Uber Stang. I got to drive that.
Oh, boy. But that car's coming along good. Gamero's doing good. I think
I can't keep track of all of our cars. So we have the TA2 car. We have the Gamero, so the two Camaros. Then we've got Vixen, which is my BMW, which is just kind of a street car, but she has baggage.
Yeah.
Then we've got the Grom, which it's too hot to ride the Grom, so there's nothing going with that. And then we have the Grr Z.
Yep.
And then
our new fleet of
Coleman
Power Sports.
You guys, if you haven't seen our Coleman go-karts, we should have plugged a freaking clip in.
We'll get them next week.
This is the first time. Yeah. So that's kind of what's going on with the Grr fleet. I guess next up is motorsports news.
Yeah. So let's move on to some motorsports news. So I'm sure most of you guys have seen this sick car. I'm sure there's going to be some haters out there. I love it. It is the RTR Mach E1400, built by Ford Performance and Von Gittin Jr. and his RTR brand of vehicles.
Von's a really good friend of mine,
yeah.
So I was really pumped to see this. Haley Deegan's in this video. I'm a fan of her.
Yep.
Joey Logano's in it.
Yeah, Ken Block.
Yeah, I mean this.
Chelsea Denofa.
If you haven't seen it, it's
they
sick. Killed it. They killed it. So we'll roll a little bit of it.
Yeah, let's show you guys the clip, and I'll tell you a little bit about the car afterwards.
That thing is so cool.
Come on, guys.
You can't not like it.
Okay, I know a lot of people were like, I don't like the electric sound. They did it a little too much. But, I mean, come on. It's an electric car. It sounds sick. So that thing, we know a lot of the people that were involved in the build in that. They built that thing in, like, 16 weeks.
That's crazy.
Insane.
For all the aesthetics of it, too, like for how aggressive it looks.
It looks killer.
Yeah.
That thing can drift in all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive. It makes 1,400 horsepower. What?
I don't even know what that feels like.
They put 7 motors in that thing. I think it usually comes with 3. They said they got 7 in it. It makes 2,300 pounds of downforce at 160 miles an hour.
So that's like not downforce for horsepower. I'm still stuck on the horsepower side of this. That's like 2 of the stock cars that I drove. Like that's insane.
That's sick.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, Von Gittin Jr., Ford Performance, RTR.
Yes.
You guys just set the bar for the
off.
future of electric motorsports. It's a real thing. It can happen. I know Napoleon Motorsports, who we actually bought our TA2 car from, started drifting last year in a Camaro, the EL one.
Whoa,
Camaro.
Paul just said that thing charges in 45 minutes. That's faster than my RC car from HPI.
No way.
I think.
That is faster than an RC car.
That's insane. I
shit.
saw some of that clip. I couldn't watch it. I was at work. But I did see that Ken Block and Vaughn, a little bit of the promo of that.
It sounds like Marty's forklift. Like, you got a nasty forklift. Yeah, that thing's sick, though, guys. I'm really digging that.
Yeah, hopefully more to come on that. Is he going to run an FD? No, right?
It.
It's just like a demo car?
I think it's just a fun toy demo car, to show off what they can do. But it's awesome. That was a really good promotional.
The amount of thought of marketing on that.
Yeah.
Like, they really made it. If you are into any kind of motorsports, you can't not like it. I mean, it's just where
I think people are going to go buy the actual Mach-E and go, this thing doesn't get sideways and smoke.
Where's the wing? I don't understand.
This is slow. No. But yeah, that's awesome, man. Vaughn killed it. Good job, dude. That's sick. Next, we got Jordan Taylor in the Corvette C8, Corvette Racing. just set a new GTLM record at Sebring. Oh, actually, he set a record and broke a record and set a record and broke a record. Jordan Taylor, I don't know if you guys follow him on Instagram, Facebook. What a funny dude.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Oh, he's probably one of the best people in motorsports to watch. I should have put his link up here, but
Rodney.
He is Rodney Sandstorm. He's a riot, but he's a badass driver too.
Yeah.
He gets behind the wheel. His brother too. Actually, they both drive for Corvette this year in the C8. We got a clip here from his
record-breaking lap.
Lap record.
Yeah.
This is qualifying.
I could watch this all day.
Oh yeah.
Field 157.9 for the other Corvette. Let's wait for Ollie Gavin to come through to complete his second flyer. He's hanging it all out at the moment on the far side of the circuit, and the number 3 Jordan Taylor, that yellow and grey car, he's putting Michelin's on the dirt, so nothing being left to chance here. Feels like he's got something good going. Still waiting for Van Tour.
He's quicker again, I think.
Yes, he is. He is. Two faster sectors.
Yeah, every inch of the racetrack, and more for Jordan Taylor to get out down the tower, turn 12, coming out down the Almond straight into the final corner. Just a corner and a half to go to the finish line.
He just enters that final corner with so much speed. There's barely a brush of the brakes. He turns in, then he changes down, which sounded to me like 2 gears changing down. There it is, 55.634. That's another new qualifying lap record in consecutive laps for Jordan Taylor.
Oh man, I could just watch that over and over.
Stuck to
that
the
thing
ground.
is glued to the ground.
Very impressive.
I mean, for a new car, they've only raced that thing a handful of times, really. I know.
And I was thinking about it too, because when we raced the Scion, we were the only ones racing the Scion, and you only know what you know, and the chassis is brand new. Everything on that car is brand new. I mean, even the engine placement. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's a factory back team, so
right.
I mean,
they have
Chevy's right there, but still.
Yeah, they have the means, but to crush it like they have been, and also coming off the quarantine. I mean, it's just so awesome to see.
That car is sick. Jordan, good driver, funny dude.
Yeah, give Jordan a follow if you don't.
Awesome. And I think they actually finished second overall in that race too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember who beat them, but
it doesn't matter because the C8 is awesome. I wish I could get one. If I could get any car right now, it would be the C8.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. They're
what do you mean?
sick.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, they're.
You want to get that Mach-E?
Yeah, I want Vaughn's Mach-E though.
Yeah.
I don't want a normal Mach-E. Yeah, no, that was cool. Those are sick.
Yeah.
I like that.
I really like the Corvette. Hopefully I'll get to drive one soon. I know I've got some pictures of me with them, but that's just out at Spring Mountain. They have the driver school out there for the owners.
Yeah.
So there's a whole fleet of them. So when we go out there, it's just like you're like, you can give one of these away. I mean, you have like 40 of them or more. I don't even know how many they have out there. But no, that's awesome. Cool. Anything else for motorsports news or anything else you want to bring up?
I think that's it for right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on, you guys, I'm going to talk a little bit about sponsorship. I haven't actually picked a topic, so I'll give you guys a minute or two. If there's something you want me to talk about directly today, shout it out. And if you don't shout it out within about a minute, I'm just going to take it away with kind of just off the cuff.
Well, actually, while we're waiting for some people to ask some questions about sponsorship, why don't we tell everyone what that bad boy is?
Okay, yeah, we'll do a product highlight while you guys are thinking about your sponsorship stuff. So, with that, today I came on with this, and if you don't know what this is, that's okay, because it doesn't look like much. But this is a waterproof Bluetooth speaker from Scosche. It's probably my favorite product of theirs, and it is obviously wireless, so you can Bluetooth your phone to it. It also has a bottle opener on it, which is very handy for at the racetrack after the races. And then also, if you have a magic mount on the back of your phone, like I do, you can put your phone on here, and then you don't know where your phone... I mean, you always know where your phone is.
Yeah. And the boom bottle is actually magnetized. It'll stick in the metal.
Yeah, I don't know what... Yeah. Yeah, there it goes.
There it goes.
And then it also has a charger, so you can charge your phone, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I have a coupon code for Scosche, And it's a body 30.
Body 30.
And if you want to pick up anything from Scotia, I would get one of these. I would also get a Magic Mount. But
Magic Mount, boom bottles. They do car audio. That's actually where they started. Actually, they celebrated 40 years in business.
yeah, this year, 40 years. So that's pretty
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
super cool.
Huge partner of our program. Has been for a few years now. Can't thank Scotia enough for the support.
We definitely wouldn't be a 4-time championship winning team without Scotia.
That's right.
And I know that for a fact. So.
That's right.
Anyways, so that's the Scotia Boom Bottle. That's a quick little promo for them. I did see, I did see a question from Delaney about sponsorship. So I'll answer Ryan's really quick. Who was your first sponsor? Is actually a friend of mine that lives in Texas now. He sponsored me for autocross. It was only $40 back then to do autocross. But I was like 17, and I put a sticker on my car, and that was the very first time that I ever got a fully sponsored.
Well, who was it? You gotta shout him out.
Oh, Tuner's Edge. Sorry, I
there
said
you
it in
go.
my head. So Gary from Tuner's Edge, and he's still a good friend of mine. So,
Yeah.
All right. So let's get back to Delaney's question. How do you put a price value on your program and team? So this is something that is a very hard thing to do.
It's tough. That's really hard.
We have tried to pitch our sponsorship package in packages. So like, hey, if you give me X amount of dollars, I'll give you XYZ, whatever. That didn't really work for us.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to do.
It's just that you need to tailor your program to every sponsor. It's different for everybody. There's a different value that you bring to people. And so for me, I have a lot better luck having a one-on-one conversation with the person doing, making those decisions and deciding those things and learning what they need from me. Everybody's all about, well, I need this and I need that. And if you give me this, I'll put a 12-inch sticker on my car. It doesn't really work like that, you guys. You gotta have a little bit more of an out-of-the-box, mentality. Put yourself in their shoes. Why are you better than somebody else? Why are you better than the person that got first place? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you gotta be creative and you gotta be honest. You can't just make stuff up. You gotta be truthful to who you are, and you gotta find people that match with your personality, with your brand, and all of those things. So.
Yeah. Well, and it's tough to just say, I'm worth this much for your company, and have just like a set, like it costs this much for this. You have to individualize your packages for each sponsor. They're all going to be different. They're not all the same. So it's really hard to just say, this is this and this is this. It's really you gotta learn your sponsors and work with them one-on-one.
Yeah. So okay, let's take the next one. Justin, just how to even get started. I've had an email draft next gen, but I have no idea what to talk about. So, you've got to find the value. If you can't find the value of yourself, they're not going to be able to sell it to somebody else. So this could be your story. This could be your history. This could be your struggles. This could be your inexperience. It could be the fact that you have a little more time on your hands than somebody else. I mean, I've had a lot of sponsors. I have a lot of sponsors.
Yeah.
And the more I get, the harder it is, because you've got to create these spaces for each and every one of them, and you have to make it fair to what they're giving you. And a lot of people are like so focused on this one product. If I just had this one thing, if I just had this catch can from Mishimoto, if I had this radiator from Mishimoto, or if I had whatever it might be, then that's all it's worth to you, is that one item. So you have to be able to understand if a sponsorship is the right idea. Because if the item is only a $500 item, can you provide more than $500 worth of value to them? And if you can't, that's going to be hard for them. Or is your value way more than $500? Are you worth $2,500 and the thing that you're trying to get is only $400? Maybe you should just buy it. You know what I mean? So it's balancing out those things. I always try to align myself with brands and companies that are going to help me stay on the top step. That's my goal, is to be in the front, to be on the top step, to be winning, and to represent companies that I feel have the integrity and the honesty towards, whatever it is that we're doing or they're doing, So that's kind of where that's at. I want to get to Cameron's question.
Yeah, Cameron has a really good question.
What have you found to be the main characteristics that sponsors look for in a driver? Driving skill, attitude, charisma, on-screen presence, etc. So,
It's changed.
I really like this question
It's
because,
changed.
especially in Trans Am, I've never been on the podium at Trans Am, okay?
Yeah.
But I still have a lot of companies behind me. And I think the answer to that is being, number one, yourself.
Yeah.
So people believe you because you're not lying. You know what I mean? I don't pose in front of my car modeling on stuff because that's just not who I am. I don't wear little clothes. I'm comfortable. I don't wear much makeup. You know what I mean? So it's just being who you are and then like harnessing that. So like, I don't know. For me, like we're very like laid back. This is how we are. Like someone said when we walked in, like, oh, you got all dressed up. I'm like, well, this is what we wear.
Yeah.
You know?
Support the people who support us.
So I think skill has a good amount to it. You've got to at least be able to show that you're capable of winning. You know, not everybody's going to win a race every single time.
Yeah, I mean, most of our sponsors, they don't look for like, oh man, you didn't win that race, we're going to have to drop you. Like, that's not how it is at all. Very little sponsors look for finishing position and how you're doing at the races. It's how you represent the company.
You gotta make it like you work for them.
Right.
Because you're a
an
representative for
That's
them.
who you are. You're an
so
employee for them.
You got to say, what can I do for you? How can I help you? Did you need a picture of this boom bottle sitting on my car? Did you need whatever? Do you want me to wear these sunglasses on my podcast when it's nighttime outside? Like, you know, it's you work for them and you've got to be valuable to them. So I think that's the most important part, because if you can prove that you have the value and that you understand their motives and their, I guess, their purpose, you know, like if you understand what they're trying to do and you think you can help them get there or achieve that, then that's what makes a good partnership.
Yeah, and ROI is huge. Return on interest. You know, you have to
investment.
Be able
If return on investment.
You have to be able to prove that
you're selling stuff.
They're giving you X amount of dollars to go racing, that it's worth it. That you are selling more than that in their product.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. 98% of our partners, we give them way more than what, well, not that we're getting in return, but we always try to over deliver.
Always.
That's what you want to do. Because even though you said, I'm going to do X, Y, Z, you need to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G too.
Yeah.
Just because, like, they're taking a chance on you. So you need to, like, show them that they're worth it and that, you know, that you appreciate the value. And it's, what you got? Something
Let's see,
else?
Michael Hillard. How do you find all the time for YouTube, Facebook, Insta, etc. to support your sponsors while juggling normal life? I heard of some people even hiring media managers.
Yep. So
that's tough, man. It's a lot of work.
It does. Yeah, it gets
it's a lot of
totally
work.
exhausting. And actually, the podcast is a perfect example.
Yeah.
We are able to now bring more information to people, plug product sponsorships easily, and it's just everybody's got the same 24 hours. It's just how you use it. And Anthony and I both have full-time jobs, and Anthony probably works more 50-hour and 60-hour weeks than he does 40-hour weeks. But you've got to be dedicated, and racing is a selfish sport. It really is. Yeah. And if you don't have someone that supports you in doing it, and they're not really there for you, then it makes it that much harder. Because I mean, this is all we do is racing stuff, but we both love it. You know what I mean? And it's a team effort, and that's why it works. You know, I mean, everything is 100% commitment for the both of us. And so if you're struggling to find the time, my advice to you would be to prioritize. You know, make a list. What is like the most important thing you need to do? And then focus on like the top 3 things, because I can tell you our to-do list is probably like 40 pages long.
Well, and then also you started using, I don't know what that program is, where you actually schedule out your posts ahead of time.
Yeah, so it's
That
called
helps big
Buffer,
time.
BUFFER.com. It's a free, I guess it's an app. It's not really an app. It's a website and an app. But you can kind of schedule your posts. That helps me stay ahead of posting and doing all that. But it's just more of prioritizing your need and figuring out what you want to do.
Yeah, and don't forget sponsors.
Yeah.
Don't just focus on your one big guy all the time. You got to remember everybody. They all take care of you. You need to take care of them.
All right, so we're doing a 30-minute show, but we're
gonna
run
run over
extra
a little
time.
bit,
Is that
guys.
okay? Cool. Yeah. So it's the first time.
We got the okay
We're
from the
learning.
boss.
You know what I mean? So we'll see what Thomas said here.
How important is your social media program to your sponsors? Do you have strategy, or do you shoot from the hip?
I'll be honest. I just really shoot from the hip, honestly. Like,
we shoot from the hip, but we also always reach out. We send out email blasts to our sponsors regularly, probably almost weekly, and ask them, hey, do you guys need anything? You looking for anything particular? Need a new product?
And the other side of that is the biggest compliment I ever get is my sponsors tell me that like I'm their best representative or their best ambassador, and we've had sponsors tell us no, and then I say like, no, let me show you what we can do, and then they come back and they say like, oh my gosh, you know, you guys are awesome. And so it's just a matter of like understand the value, I guess, and then just over delivering once again is probably the key, because most drivers that are sponsored don't do enough. They're there for like the first week or two, and then like they get forgotten, and the more sponsors you have, the harder it is.
It gets hard.
I know my mom's on here, and she had asked, how many sponsors do you have? I don't really know. I think we have like 30 or 40 sponsors.
Yeah, I can't just say, oh, we have this many.
Yeah, and of course each of them are on different levels of value and support and whatnot. But
But they're all just as important as the next.
Yeah, but it's also engaging with them, and checking in on them and making sure they don't need anything, or just saying, here's a couple pictures if you don't mind posting them up, because it helps everybody. So I would say for us, our social media is the most important thing of our program.
Yeah, no, that's number one.
Yeah. So.
Social media, having a cool looking car.
Yeah, looking good.
Nice uniforms, nice pit setup. Appearances is key. Maybe we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, I've had questions on that too.
Starting to run over, so.
So okay, I think that's cool for wrapping up. Let's see what else we got here.
Singapore. Yeah. Someone from Singapore.
Yes.
How much horsepower does your engine? Which engine?
We got so many. We got a couple different cars.
If you're asking about Grimero, sorry, not yet. You gotta wait.
Oh, Jessica had asked me a bunch of questions, but we'll have to save those for the next one. Sorry, Jessica. I didn't know we'd have so much support. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for chatting with us. Hopefully you guys had fun with us. We're gonna be doing this every Thursday at 9:00 Pacific time. So I know it's late for the East Coasters, but Delaney's here and Thomas signed on. So you guys are awesome. Let me see what else we got here. Yeah, every Thursday, YouTube and Facebook. Paul, thanks for hanging in there. I know you're sleepy too. You work a lot of hours.
Oh, is that closing question from Jessica, or who's that from?
No, I did. Let me do that one really quick.
Yeah, may as well. Yeah.
You read it for me.
We had a question come in the other day through Facebook or Instagram. What was the best and worst part about the off season? Prep for the next season, livery, all the stuff you and your hubs have done has been crazy. Plus Grimero, Gurz, not just the race car, anything. So what was the best and worst part of the off season?
I want you to answer it.
So, best part of off season.
Prep time.
There's no off season.
I said prep time.
Yeah, the off season is just getting ready for the next season. It's a lot of prep, tearing the car down.
I'm gonna say, since you're not really answering the question, the best part about this year's off season is that we moved out of our house. Yeah. And now we have a little bit more space.
Yeah. No. We got some cool information.
And then, of course, the extra time we had to prep the car, because the car is never 100%. It's still not quite 100%, but it's damn close.
Yeah. It's real close.
So, and then we've had the worst part, not racing. Driving to Sonoma for 10 hours.
To turn around and come back.
To get there, and then they say, oh, actually, the race is canceled.
Yeah.
That was probably the worst part.
Yeah, but then the livery's easy. We go to 5150 wraps here in Las Vegas. Elliot, our dude over there, kills it. We just go drop the car off, say, hey, the car needs to look like this. We get all our wrap designs from Pride.
Yeah, if you guys aren't familiar with Pride.
He crushes it.
Pride Race Gear, which is on the passenger side of the car, they're actually come from Reclaw Design, which you guys probably remember from forever.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been a part of our program since I was like 17, I think. So Pride Apparel is a new company of his that he's just started, and yeah, they designed our car and have
Canopies,
designed a lot of our stuff.
Suit, crew shirts, I mean everything.
Yeah.
Our website, he does everything for us.
All right, well, I think we'll wrap this one up, you guys.
Yep.
Thank you so much, those that signed on. Really appreciate your support.
Yep, thank you so much.
Hopefully we can keep doing this each week, or we will do it each week. And if you want, let me know your favorite part of the podcast. If you think the sponsorship part is the most important part of this, you like
want
the
more motorsports news,
yeah,
more stuff about our program, what we got going on,
let us know.
Or if there's any other things you want us to start shooting, start talking about. Whatever. Also, if you can, please go and subscribe to Michelle's YouTube. We have a lot of stuff planned this year.
Yeah.
Even though it's been a slow year, we have a lot of stuff coming. A lot of really cool new stuff that I'm so stoked to announce. Yeah, it's going to be sick. It's going to be really sick.
Also, if you're looking for Grr Racing apparel, go to the Grr Racing Instagram And if you look in the link in the bio, that's a link to our Undaunted Apparel,
Yep.
who's a local shop here in Las Vegas. So you can pick up hats, shirts, hoodies,
everything,
all kinds of
anything.
stuff.
Anything you
So
want.
go check it out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hi Brett, thanks for tuning in. Ryan, Aaron, all you guys, Cameron, Todd,
Yep.
Paul, we see all you. Thank you again so much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you. I know it's late, but thanks for hanging out with us. Please subscribe to all our social media links and profiles and all that good stuff. Be sure to tune in next Thursday, 9 p.m. We'll be back live. More stuff. Be sure to shoot us some questions, and we'll get them answered for you guys.
We'll see you guys then. Cheers.
Later.